All right. So here we go. The chapter 4 that we read last week was about the heart's intelligence. This chapter highlights how most people rely heavily on logic and rational thinking, often ignoring the subtle guidance of the heart. In daily life, decisions are typically made by weighing pros and cons, while intuition is dismissed as impractical or uncertain. Yet many realize later that ignoring the heart leads to regret, suppressed dreams, and a loss of inner vitality. Disconnection from the heart creates a sense of emptiness, as if life is being lived only on the surface rather than with true purpose. The heart possesses an intelligence far greater than the analytical mind. It connects us to deeper meaning, purpose, and a universal source of wisdom. Thinkers like Blaise Pascal and innovators like Steve Jobs recognized that true fulfillment comes from following what the heart loves. The heart reveals our passions, fuels creativity, and helps us see life as a whole journey. Unlike the mind, it focuses only on immediate concerns. To access the heart's wisdom, silence and mindfulness are essential. Listen to this statement very carefully. To access the heart's wisdom, silence and mindfulness are essential. Constant distractions block its voice, while stillness allows intuition to emerge. Practices like reflection, meditation, and quiet awareness help align the mind with the heart. When we listen deeply, even seemingly illogical insights begin to make sense through feeling rather than analysis. Like when I'm inviting you to listen to your heart, every thought that is coming to your mind right now, you believe that it is coming from your heart. And everything that your heart is passing on to you is what it is receiving from the universe. So when we listen deeply, when we listen to our heart deeply, like actually observing the thoughts that are coming to us and figuring out why this particular thought is coming to me right now, then even seemingly illogical insights begin to make sense through feeling rather than analysis. Following the heart opens us to a large perspective, connecting us with a universal intelligence and guiding us toward our true purpose. Listen to this very carefully. Following the heart opens us to a larger perspective, connecting us with a universal intelligence and guiding us toward our true purpose. It helps us move beyond fear, societal conditioning, and short term thinking. Ultimately, the heart holds the awareness to a meaningful life, one that is authentic, inspired, and fully lived. So that was about uh, chapter 4. There was a contemplation, some activity was there. I believe you have done that activity. If you haven't, better start doing that. Otherwise, it will just remain a reading of the book. That's it. Okay, so here we go. I'll share the screen and let's start reading.
Yes, I'm reading.
So we'll just read one page per person. Okay,
Yes, sir.
everybody gets an opportunity to
Yes, yes, yes.
read.
Certainly.
Here we go.
Okay. Coherence. Living in the now. The present moment dies. The present moment dies every moment to become the past, is reborn every moment into the future. All experience is now. Now never ends. Deepak Chopra. It's really important that your heart beats, but it's also important how your heart beats. The Institute of Heart Math, a leading research institution on the heart and the effects that our hearts have on our lives, has demonstrated a link between your heartbeat and your emotional state. Your heart is much quicker. Your heart is much quicker to respond to events around you than your brain is because emotions are faster and more powerful than thoughts. Your heart also reflects your emotional state more than your brain. In other words, when you are scared, nervous, or frustrated, your cardiac rhythm is unstable and irregular. But when you experience love, feel appreciated, or are absorbed in creating something, your cardiac rhythm shows an entirely different pattern. It is calmer and gentler. Scientists refer to this pattern as heart coherence. And when your heart rhythm is coherent, your body and mind are placed in the present. You are physically and mentally at your best in the now. Every moment is unique, unknown, completely fresh. Pema Chodron. In order to experience heart coherence, you can connect with your heart by doing the simple inner ease exercise, which the Institute of Heart Math developed. A coherent rhythm causes all other systems in your body, the brain, the nervous system, the immune, the endocrine system, the digestive, and the circulatory systems to function better. When we go into heart rhythm, incoherence because of negative emotions like fear or anger, this has bad effects on our immune system. Thank you. The page is over. I don't mind. Do I finish this much?
Somebody else pick up.
Okay, someone else. Please pick up. Please pick up. Hello, someone
Yeah,
please
may,
pick up.
yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
am doing it. Marcy Shimov, heart rhythm coherence is actually our heart's optional state of functioning. But you can't think your way into coherence. You can't just think about love and have your heart rhythm sync up. You actually have to feel the love, feel the gratitude, feel the care, feel the compassion, and that will put you into the optimal level of coherence. When you connect with your heart, you amplify your positive emotions, which are at the core of your authentic power.
Go ahead.
The inner ease exercise or love response. Step 1. Close your eyes. Put your hand on your heart. The simple act causes a chemical called oxytocin also known as a love hormone, to start couraging through your body. Sorry, to start coursing through your body. Step 2. Imagine you are breathing in and out through your heart. Exhale more deeply than you inhale, as if gravity is pulling your heart down to the ground. Breathe for 6 counts in and 6 counts out, exhaling more deeply than inhaling. Keep doing this until your breathing calms and feels natural. Step 3. Keep breathing through your heart. On each in breath, imagine that you are breathing in ease, love, and compassion. Exhale normally. On each in breath in ease, love, and exhale and exhale. With your third inhalation, feel yourself drawing in ease, love, and compassion through your heart. On the exhale, you can take your hand down and open your eyes. Notice how you feel in your body right now compared with how you felt a minute ago. Maybe you feel lighter, more relaxed, more at ease. Maybe you have a warm sensation in your heart or even throughout your body. Do this exercise whenever you can. Try it particularly when you are not feeling too stressed or when you are actually feeling good. That way, you will become better at using it whenever you are under stress and need to calm down. You can do this with your eyes open after the first time. If you do this exercise 3 or 5 times a day over the next few weeks, you will start to habituate the inner ease or love response. It will become more and more a habit. So it becomes your default state. Then all you need to do is put your hand up to your heart and whole process starts automatically.
Wonderful. Thank you. We'll do this activity today, okay? After we end the
Hmm,
session.
hmm, hmm.
All right. Who would like to go next?
Yeah. I will go.
Please.
How do you how do I connect with our heart? This is the very core of creating authentic power. Creating authentic power is learning to distinguish love from fear within ourselves and choosing love no matter what's happening inside of me or what's going on outside of me. There are plenty of ways of connecting with my heart and living in the moment. There are as many ways of connecting with the heart as there are people. Isabel Allen. My condition is through nature, through my dog. I love to play with a dog. Then I feel my heart exploding and I feel the heart of hit of my heart. Animals and nature are known to open our heart, calm us, and reduce blood pressure and stress. Jane Goodall. Unless I actually can be out in nature and experience the birds singing in the trees and the blue sky, I am diverse from the great spiritual being that I feel is all around me. And it's being out there in nature. Then I can become a whole human being with heart and brain and spirit all connected and whole. Many roads leads to the heart. Children tend to be good at following their hearts. Their enthusiasm and intuition lead them until they are told to ruin in those impulses. To connect with my heart, it may help me to reconnect with my inner child. Think of what animated me and filled me with joy when I am young. Allow myself to feel that again, no matter how simple it was. A color, a place, a toy, a food, a game, a visit with a friend or relative. In that lies a connection to my heart.
Thank you, Nilesh. Who would like to go ahead next?
Yeah,
Yes.
I can read.
Please go ahead.
To connect to your heart, become a
Slow,
child.
slow, slow, slow,
To connect
slow.
to your heart, become a child. Truly, I tell you, unless you change and become like little children, you will never enter the kingdom of heaven. Reconnecting with your inner child is not the same as behaving in a childish way. It is about allowing your adult self to be guided by your inner child, by that inner voice that, with a gentle whisper, points you in the right direction. The heart reveals the coordinates of your true path. You won't lose your way, even when you seem to be off the beaten track. When I'm playing with the kids, when I make love to my husband, when I read a good book, when I'm writing, and I feel that the character becomes a person and talks to me, then my heart also feels fluttering. I think those are the connections with the heart: creativity, nature, love, prayer, and silence. Even though people have many different ways of connecting with the heart, the feeling of connectedness is a universal experience. It transcends national borders and links souls around the world. Love connects you with other people. Wherever you are, you will instantly recognize a mother's love for her child. Their heart connection is palpable. On any of the continents, anywhere on this planet, you see a mother holds her child and takes care of her baby and obviously loves her children. When you are walking anywhere in the world and you see lovers who clearly feel like they have found something special and you relate to that and you see it, this is the life of the heart. We can also connect with our hearts by facing difficulties. Our own our own mortality, the prospect of death, encourages us to listen to our heart and allow its inner voice to speak through any worries or fears. Steve Jobs connected with his heart through awareness of his mortality, which helped him make important decisions because he reasoned almost everything, all external expectations, all pride, all fear of embarrassment or failure, these things just fall away in the face of the death, leaving only what is truly important. Yeah, can you scroll down?
Somebody.
There is no reason not to follow your heart.
Thank you. Thank you, Manish. Who would like to read next?
Okay, I will go ahead. Thank you so much. How can we connect with the heart? The starting point is all you ever have is this moment. So you look more deeply into this moment. The power of the heart is the power of the now, of being aware of the moment. Be aware of the abundance of life right now. If you remain stuck in the past, clinging to the baggage of old disappointments or relationships, you block yourself off from the riches of the present. If you worry too much about tomorrow, you can't hear your heart today. In order to tap into the wisdom of the heart, we have to listen, lowly listening. Ralph Waldo Emerson said, "Be still, turn within, and be aware that the answers are not out there somewhere in the world. The answers, the intuitive guidance, the wisdom, it's here. The answers in your heart. View your life as a series of present moments. The more you manage to inhale and fully absorb this moment, the better you hear the voice of your heart.
Thank you. Who would like to go
Thank
ahead
you
next?
so much.
Can I?
Yes, yes.
Maya, 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 Maya and Gulu. I think that it is all you can listen to. I know that with the optic ear, one can listen to the birds and one can hear the rustle of the leaves of the trees and the river as it flows and the ocean as it ebbs and flows. However, to really hear is only with the heart. To hear more than information, it's really wisdom. So that is who I really listen to. And so I become calm. I must become calm. Reflect on a beautiful moment while I experience it. Allow myself to appreciate even trials and ordinary things. See how significant they actually are. A good conversation, a favorite song, a comfortable chair, a ray of sunshine peeking through a blanket of clouds. As I embrace the present and become one with it and merge with it, I will experience a fire, a glow, a spark of electricity. I will become light-hearted, joyous, and free. Deepak Chopra. Seize the day. Play with my child. Listen to music. Walk in the park. Make love. Read poetry. Focus on what is good. This keeps me connected to my heart. Ekla Dole. To listen to the heart means to connect with that deepest level within myself. The heart is naturally calm and peaceful, clear and strong. The quality of the deepest level of my consciousness. The closer my connection with my essence, the more loving I will become and the more enjoyment I will derive from everything I encounter on my path. Thank you. Anyone want to take?
Thank you, Preeti. Who would like to go ahead next?
Yes. Yeah, good morning, all. Gary Zukav, the more you do this, the more the loving parts of your personality and their experiences begin to fill your field of awareness, which means the more loving I become, so that the way I begin to express my heart As Father Matthew Fox says, if I get cut off from my passion, then where is my compassion going to come from? Even when I find myself in difficult or sad circumstances, I can rely on my heart for guidance. As I become better at listening to my heart, it will connect me with other people and communicate options and solutions for me. Allow my heart to open your eyes to something my mind may not have considered. The decision that comes from my heart will always be the right one for me. Now is all there ever is. Eckhart Tolle.
Thank you, Sumita. Who would like to read the contemplation?
Shall I continue?
Okay.
Contemplation, present awareness. My appointment in life is now in the present moment. Take a minute to breathe in and out. You can breathe mindfully anywhere, sitting in my car or on the subway or bus, while waiting in a line or walking around the block. Practice the inner ease exercise or love response. Close your eyes, put your hand on your heart. Imagine you are breathing in and out through your heart. Exhale more deeply than you inhale and breathe in and breathe out 6 times or until your breathing feels calm and natural. Now, on each in breath, feel yourself breathing in ease, love, and compassion through your heart. Exhale normally. Continue to breathe mindfully. Your breathing makes you aware of yourself in the now. Wherever you are, with your mind calm, from breathing in and out, you can encounter the beautiful things around you right now. View your life as a series of present moments. The past is gone, the future is not here yet. By being in the present, you are in touch with your heart. Listen to what it wants you to hear. Thank you.
Wonderful. Beautiful. I have a request to Rutima. Rutima, can you take us through this inner ease exercise?
Sure, sir.
Let's everybody get
Close
ready
your eyes.
and listen to.
Close your eyes, everyone. Put your hand on your heart. This simple act causes a chemical called oxytocin, only known as the love hormone, to start coursing through your body. Imagine you're breathing in and out through your heart. Exhale more deeply than you inhale, as if gravity is pulling your breath down to the ground. Breathe for 6 counts in and 6 counts out. exhaling more deeply than inhaling. Keep doing this until your breathing calms and feels natural. Keep breathing through your heart, one each in breath. Imagine that you are breathing in ease, love, and compassion. Exhale normally on each in breath. Breathe in ease, love, and compassion. Exhale normally on each in. With your third inhalation, feel yourself drawing in ease, love, and compassion through your heart. On the exhale, you can take your hand down and open your eyes. Notice how you feel in your body right now compared with how you felt a minute ago. Maybe you feel lighter, more relaxed, more at ease. Maybe you have a warm sensation in your heart or even throughout your body. Do this exercise whenever you can. Try it particularly when you are not feeling too stressed or when you are actually feeling good. That way, you will become better at using it whenever you are under stress and need to calm down. You can do this with your eyes open after the first time. If you do this exercise 3 to 5 times a day, over the next few weeks, you will start to habituate this inner ease or love response. It will become more and more a habit. So it becomes your default state. Then all you need to do is put your hand up to your heart and whole process starts automatically. Thank you so much.
Just visualize if this happens naturally, how your life will be.
I think we'll shift from this worldly, demanding, competitive world to a new, it will open up a new window of calmness and peace. And that is more lasting, sustainable, with lots of depth and taking us to a new world altogether.
Absolutely.
We are not at all, our decision making, I think, would change. Decisions towards ourselves, decision, attitude towards ourselves, our life, and
Speak in
world
first
around
person.
us.
Speak in first person.
Yes. I personally think that life and the perspective I develop towards myself, towards others, towards my relationship, towards the world around me will be totally different, because this peace and calmness which comes with, listening to my heart will just take me away from all the negativities which I have faced in life, say in terms of anger, frustration, discomfort, inability to adjust to situation, places, relationships, etc. So it will open up like a beautiful lotus, looking upwards and creating the beautiful rainbow of peace, love, compassion, and happiness. Thank you.
Beautiful. Yes. Would like to add to this? Whatever you say right now, just keep your eyes closed and then you say, and you observe what is happening. Like I am visualizing a world for myself where I'm not affected by these emotions called anger, stress, worry, depression. I'm not affected by these words. I'm not affected by these emotions. Like probably I'm hearing this word for the first time and wondering that how these words actually give me a feeling of love, joy, peace. Visualize. I'm not inviting you to imagine. I'm inviting you to visualize. Visualize a world where you are always at peace with yourself. You're always at joy with yourself. You're always in a state of happiness with yourself. You're always in a state of love with yourself, irrespective of whatever going around you. Just visualize this. Just visualize this. Somebody is talking about stress and you're smiling. Somebody is talking about anxiety and you're smiling. Somebody is talking about sadness and you're smiling. Somebody is talking about worries and you're still smiling. Somebody is talking about anger and you're still smiling. Because you're not feeling any of those emotions. The only emotions that you're experiencing is the emotions of love, joy, peace, happiness, all the time. Just visualize. How about living the rest of your life being in that state? And whenever you're drifting away, as the author is suggesting in this chapter, is just take your right hand, put it on your heart, and start visualizing, start feeling that you are actually breathing from your heart, not from your lungs. You are breathing in and you're breathing out slower than you're breathing in. You just need to do it for 6 times. And you get back the control that you want on yourself, the control that you want on your emotions. How that life would be. The universe is connecting to you through your heart, and you are already connected with the universe. And the moment you are connected with the universe, the cosmic energy, you cannot feel any emotions other than the emotions of happiness, joy, love, peace. content, that will be your default nature. How about that? So this is what I could visualize for myself. Yes, Sumita.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. Yes, it's really a very, very beautiful, process where we are touching our heart. And when I breathe through my heart, it helps me to slow down. And when I slow down, I can ooze out the feeling of compassion, love, gratitude, which is coming so naturally without any effort. And I think this exercise, when done frequently, I can easily able to create, forgiveness over bitterness. And I can see the world through the lens of love, compassion, which is the need of the hour. So in a world where so much of wars is happening, and किसी ने कुछ कह दिया and you get hurt deeply, just putting your hands over the heart and accepting the person the way it is and loving the person who they are really helps you to give altogether a different lens to accept that person. And exhalation more is more important, and there is a science behind it when the author says that inhale and exhale more. And when we exhale more, we are actually activating the parasympathetic nervous system in our brain. So it's just like you are driving at certain speed, and you when you put a brake, this is how when you exhale more, you're putting actually a brake and slowing down. And when you slow down, the amygdala part of your brain also slows down. So when I connect with my heart, what I observe it, even if I'm going through any discomfort, I can connect to it. I can stay in that discomfort. I acknowledge my emotion rather than saying that I'm not angry, I'm not a panic, I'm not in stress, I'm not in anxiety. So actually, these emotions are my friends. So I no longer, disconnect myself from these emotions. So these, as the positive emotion, these emotions are also a part of me. And as I accept my flaws, as I accept my weakness, I accept these emotions, I sit with that discomfort emotion, I understand the underlying need, from where it is coming from, what is the source behind it. And when I connect to it and breathe, I slow down. And when I slow down, I understand the underlying needs of myself as well as the underlying needs of the other person. And that helps me to build a stronger bond, that helps me to create a beautiful, lovely, joyful relationship between me and the other person. And that other person could be any creature, a bird, a dog, any animal, or a human being. So this exercise, when done quite often, helps me to become grounded, humble, and loved. Thank you.
So nice, so beautifully summarized. Yeah, would like to add to this?
Yes, yes. Thank you so much, Pinaki ji and Somita. I would like to add what Somita said. Slowing down helps a lot. And 2 months back, I witnessed that on because I was told by my dentist, do everything slowly. You have to walk slowly due to something. And then life was so visible to me as if it has not all the time I have seen in with myself as well. And when I am connecting with others, it's like life is so zoomed out. It's all scattered. And when there is a process, we are going very slow. So right now also I am walking in very slowly ever since I joined the session. And it is like something inward and inward and inward. And lot of things. There is so much of clarity when there is there is slowdown in everything. When at times a lot of people think, and even I thought that a lot of time, that everything needs to be in very fastly done. Yet there is a real time, there is a process how to go about. If I am doing everything in a hurry, I will leave things in between, and then it is like leaving things incomplete, and then it becomes scattering inside me. I have left this thing as well because I am that focus is lost. There is no focus point inside. It's like, and then because this book is all about, and we're connecting to our heart, it's the Atman which knows everything. It's not outside. That is why our scriptures all the lot of things are told to us that go inside, sit with yourself, sit with yourself, and thoughts will come. So what? After a point, there is there we become thoughtless, and that is something so precious to experience with our own self. So it's like I doing it a lot of times, that just sitting with my own self and doing nothing all the time. Doing is like giving all the time jerks to our nervous system. All the that okay, she's always in that rush mode. Yet bo- our mind, our body, our nervous system needs that pause every now and then. Thank you so much.
Wow. Let's hear from Pinky.
Yeah, I wanted to talk from a long time. Today, after a long, I felt in my heart the true satisfaction, true joy when I was sitting. Like a simple example, I remember in my daily routine, even if I have to leave, I know my journey will take, I'll reach by 40 minutes to my destination. Still, there is always anxiety. There is always running phase. So when today we were doing this, then today I was doing this exercise, I felt small incidents in my daily life. I can inculcate this simple exercise. It will turn my day. When we say, when I say that if I have to reach to God, these are the moments where I can reach to God. And when I say reach to God, so God is not actually outside somewhere. God is where I'm meeting me every day in these moments, in this calmness, in this peace. And when I say that I'm inhaling ease, love, compassion, I'm reaching to that state. And the examples, in between they have given. It's true when I play with my pet, no, that time I really forget everything what is going around. When I'm sitting with nature, I'm actually forgetting. So very well said, present moment now is the one which is actually touching, like where I'm going deep within. And and this way I can meet my God every like many a times a day. Thank you so much. Thank you, Pinaki ji. Today one more thing I want to share. I wanted to attend session, and today is the only day when I get a time to sleep well. But I don't know how. Today I got up by my own at 6:25. I got up for my meditation in the morning, but then again I slept. But that when I slept, no, I thought, no, no, today I'll sleep. I will listen to the recording. I don't know how I got up by 6:25 by my own only. What was the thing which was pushing me, attracting me towards the session? I don't know. Thank you so much. Thank you everyone for contributing.
Wonderful, Pinky. Somita can answer this.
Yes, Pinky, I can connect with it, but from my experiences, live has a beautiful energy, altogether different energy, which recordings may not give you.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's really great of you that you showed up today and
Yeah.
keep showing up. That's what I can say. And yes, in your entire conversation, what I really hooked into the line which you said that God is not outside. It is God is present in all those small moments where I connect with myself. So
Hmm.
how beautiful it is, and keep connecting with yourself in this fast-paced life. We are I generally, I'm not telling about all of you, but in general we were conditioned. I was conditioned to get up, brush your teeth, catch your bus, go to the
Mm.
school, do your homework. So as Rutima said very beautifully, from a doing state to being state is where I can connect to myself often, and that itself is so beautiful. So it's all the conditioning which we were ingrained into it. But now, when there is a very beautiful. Just give me a moment. In between, someone else can take up, because there's a very beautiful statement in German where doing nothing in itself creates so much of creation. So that I was wanted to highlight from which book I have read.
Yes. Also, they say taking no decision is also a decision. In the same line, that no decision, no worldly decision, no negative decision, but when you don't take that decision itself is a decision.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Because previously I used to fix everything so fast, because being a mother, playing a role of a sister, mother, a wife, members used to come to me to seek help, and I was in a rush to fix everything. But when I slowed down, I understood that I can create a space for them to think instead of me fixing everything now and then. So that came when I slowed down, and when I created a space for myself, when I created a space for the other person. I understood. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Somita. I would like to add, see, in what Somita said, I have become an observer in my house. Coaching, it's like there is that one has to be an observer. That's unsaid. And now, a lot of things are done without me doing anything because they know already what they need what they need, what exactly they need to decide. And when I am fixing everything, because I have taken that burden on my shoulder, okay, I am the one who knows everything. There are fights, there were fights, there were miscommunications, there was everything going on. And now I am sorted, I am just observing what exactly is happening. And I've made myself so clear when I will be talking if it's required after 1 or 2 hours. Everything is happening. I'm just observing. And a lot of times I don't have to go back to that situation. So thank you so much for pointing out, Somita. Thank you.
And I can so much connect with Pinaki when he said that I'm visualizing when there is so much of those emotions around me. I can still, because I have experienced this very recently when there was so much of chaos in a few days back, and I was just driving and enjoying and dancing as if I don't know what is chaos at all. So, but this state, believe in me, doesn't come so easily, and the practice is the key. So when I connect with my breath and I do my breath work very often, it's not a time frame jacket that you have that I need to do at fixed time. Anytime, any part of the day, I just switch off everything, cut down everything, and I connect with my breath. That's where is the present moment. That's where you can I can feel the joy and happiness within me, because as Rutima said, when I become an observer, I don't get entangled into that spiral loops of overthinking or negative thoughts. I detach myself and I see the situation in a holistic way rather than getting entangled into that spiral. And another important line of the author which hooked me is the focus on the good. So here, along with the involvement of the heart, we are getting a synergy of our brain too, because the very nature of a mind is to focus on what is lack. That's called as a negative bias. That it will trap us to what is lacking in our life or what is not happening according to our expectation. But when I shift my focus, I shift my feelings. So just it's a very important line which I just nailed it on my wall, that your focus defines your feeling. The moment you shift your focus from chaos to peace, from lack to gratitude, um, your feelings immediately change. And that's why the author says that put your hands over the heart, connect to your heart, and just close your eyes and visualize. So what if this thing, if there is a traffic, if there is so much of rush, if there are so many appointments, if there are so many things, I can focus that I'm lucky, at least I have something in my hand. So in moment we shift our focus, because many people are craving for this, and when moment we shift our focus, so it is this is where we are intervening our mind thought process also. So that is how I continue build the synergy between my mind and my heart to get into that state. Thank you.
So deep and profound. Wonderful. Yes, Manish, let's hear from you.
Yeah, yeah. What I understood from today's reading and what made most touching was that uh, see, I need to, touch the power of my heart. And, what I think is like, see, understanding the power of the heart and believing in that power. Because what I understand is that, we only act on what we believe in. And believing in the power of heart and believing in that power really makes a difference in the life, because that's only makes you that only helps me to take action. And also Steve Jobs said that one has to understand the real fact of life, that when he mentions about death, and when he mentions about uncertainty and so many other things. So what he says that just focus on what matters to you and your life. And and uh, that is a very important thing, because it will keep you grounded, it will keep you focused. And uh, and uh, I think the most important point was that I need to believe in the power of the heart, because when I believe in something, then only I take action. And uh, and life is like a bicycle. One has to keep taking action, one has to keep moving to be in balance. So when we stop taking action, it means we stop riding the bicycle, and the bicycle will go out of balance. So I think believing and taking action is, I think, that's very profound for me today. Believe in the power of the heart, because it just like, believing in yourself is like believing in God. So if I believe in God, then I have to believe in myself. I have to believe in the power of my heart and take action. Yeah, thank you.
क्या बात है, क्या बात. Yes, Nilesh.
Yeah, yeah. When I keep my hand on my heart, I totally disconnected from my past and my future worries, and I recenter to my the present moment. This gives me a very peaceful, joyful to me. Also, Sumita ji is well said that if we shift our mind from whatever I don't have to whatever I have, that if we think that we have something, uh, we concentrate on the whatever we have, our feeling will be positive and joyful. Or if we keep on continue thinking what I lack or what I don't have, then we will be frustrated and anger we will have. So two things I learned that we must think only the things we have, and second thing is we should disconnect from the past memories or the future worries. We should think of present moment only. We should enjoy the present of the present, and if we think through the mind always weigh the pros and cons, and we go with the what the where the more pros are there. But if we think through the heart, it does not weigh the pros and cons. It go through our the passion. Thank you.
Good, 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 good.
May I add one strange factor? I think if many of us know or don't know, I don't know about it. But do you know that heart of the tailors are very strong. Matlab there was a study being conducted in UP with many of the tailors who do the stitching and who are constantly with that kind of a machine where you use your hands, you use your legs basically, and you stitch a cloth. So a study was done in a group of tailors in UP and Lucknow people, and they found that they never experience heart attack in their life. So, and that is not related to your thought process. That is related to the exercise. So, if and what exercise they used to do is, let's pump the blood to our heart to make our heart stronger. And how can we do it? So everybody can come on the camera. I can just give you one good exercise. So while you are at work, while you are on your desktop, on your laptop, and you can do a simple 2 minute exercise to pump your blood towards your heart. एंड व्हेन यू पम्प, बिकॉज ब्रीथिंग तो आपको पता ही है, ऑथर ने इतना ब्यूटीफुल वे से बता दिया कि कैसे हम ब्रीथ इन ब्रीथ आउट करके कामनेस जनरेट कर सकते हैं, लव, ग्रैटिट्यूड की कंपैशन जनरेट कर सकते हैं, एंड वी कैन कनेक्ट विद आवर सेल्स. नाउ वेन एवर यू आर वर्किंग ऑन योर टेबल, ऑन योर डेस्क, एंड you wanted to make your heart stronger, then you just come towards the edge of your chair, put your feet grounded on your floor, put your feet grounded on your floor, and just move your toes like this. So you will feel a kind of a kind of a what I can say, a kind of I'm not getting exact word, on their calf muscles. Your calves are your second heart. I don't know how many of you knows our calf has second heart. So when we do these exercise quite often, then we are pumping the blood from the calf to our heart, and that makes our pumping organ, the heart, for the smooth flow of the blood. So and even the tadasana in the yoga, which help us when we stand up and we just stand in this position and do our exercises, it helps to pump the blood towards the heart more. So this is the exercise which I hope you can feel the stretch in your calf muscles. And when you feel a stretch in your calf muscles, you are pumping the blood from your calf muscles to your heart. And that will really help you to stay tall and strong. That will help you to, your heart muscles to work efficiently. So apart from the emotional and mental aspect, this is the physical aspect. You can try and see the change. Thank you.
Wonderful. आज अपना सेशन में क्या क्या हो रहा है यार? So deep and profound discussions, amazing. Let me share something, like I'm just feeling like sharing. Now, Steve Jobs, like what I liked about Steve Jobs is that he was very clear about the mortal limitations of this human life. So he used to say that, see, anyway, I have to die. So what is the point dying being sad? What is the point dying being unhappy? What is the point dying being someone who wanted to do something and couldn't do it? So that was Steve Jobs version 2.0. So when he returned from India, he spent a long time in India after he left Apple and then again he went back and joined Apple again. And then all these new things came up. So like the same thing applies to each one of us. What is the point? Like anyway, I have to die, right? So what is the point dying with stress? What is the point dying with worries? What is the point dying being alive? So enjoy every moment. And this chapter that we read, that quickly connects us to that. जैसे कितना सुंदर author ने बोलेगा, after some time it will become your habit. You just need to do that activity keeping your eyes open. And you can do it any time of the day in any state. Even while you're driving, you can just do that. थोड़ी देर के लिए ट्रैफिक सिग्नल देखो, अरे यार 20 सेकंड है, चलो 20 सेकंड का कर लेते हैं, right? And getting in touch with yourself. So this is one thing. Another point that I want to share with you, this is really, really deep, really, really profound. Some of you may agree or may not agree, but I would suggest you just agree with me for at least for some days. कुछ दिन के लिए agree करके देखो, फिर you can get back to whatever you want. This thought it's very deep and profound thought. The thought is, I am God. मैं ही God हूँ. I don't need to seek God anywhere. You observe yourself and you'll be shocked that how super intelligent system you are born with, when I am born with. Just start believing that I am God. कुछ दिन के लिए practice करके देखो. You don't need to go anywhere. No mandir, no masjid, no temple, no gurdwara. You don't even need to sit in front of the temple that you have at home. Throughout the day, just stay in this feeling that I am God. अगर मैं आत्मा हूं तो परमात्मा का ही अंश हूं, तो मैं ही गॉड हूं.
That is the Indian philosophy. That is why we do namaskar to others, not just out of respect, but realizing, appreciating the good in others. This is our Indian philosophy.
Absolutely.
And that is why we do namaskar to God and also to human beings when we meet them. So the idea of namaskar is not just welcoming, it is also recognizing the deeper self in us, in myself and the person whom I meet. That is a profound way in which we connect with people, not just greet people the way Western people do. For them, it's a contract. For us Indians, that's why I'm saying we, not I. It is relationship that you build with the namaskar. So you recognize the good in another, right? And today, I don't want to confuse. I'll also tell you, my husband was a great practitioner of yoga. So he has taught me some exercises which strengthen the heart and the heart muscles, which which I think now it's already a little late. So maybe I'll teach all of you the next time, which will be next Sunday. Some exercises, physical exercises to strengthen the muscles of the heart and to increase the blood flow, which helps you not just be physically strong, but helps you emotionally control yourself and bring about a certain level of peacefulness. So that would be for next time. Thank you.
Looking forward to.
Fantastic. So that was the second thing that I was talking about. There's a third thing. The third thing is that ये भी आप practice कीजिए. Like even if you have a money plant at home, a small plant inside home, best if you can go outside and practice it. But if you know that you don't have that option, then you can practice it at home also. You just need to sit in front of that small plant और उसके साथ में बातें करो. और बातें करने का मैं खाली एक तरीका बता रहा हूँ. You can use many other तरीकाs. It's like you get into this transaction mode that I am breathing out carbon dioxide. You are taking that in and you are producing oxygen for me, and I'm alive because of you. Just look at that plant. Come back to the chapter. So my suggestion is that practice what we practice today, and this contemplation, actually practice it over the week, and then next week we just come back and share your experiences, okay, how you are living now, how you're feeling now. Yeah, so that's it for today. Let me just play Sakshi's flute once again because we failed to record it. So here we go, and let's close the session with that beautiful rendition. That's it. So let's make our life amazing. Let's join the next session on Sunday. And let's come back with our own life experiences as we practice these contemplations. All right? Can we disperse?
Yes, thank you, Sakshi. Whenever you're listening to this recording, a heartfelt gratitude for keeping your promise and making us melodious, making our Sunday a melodious day. Thank you, Sakshi, and thank you,
Yeah.
Pinaki, for selecting such a beautiful book. And I'm oozing with the pink energy of love today. Thank you so much.
Bye. Bye, everyone.
Thank you.